So I'm leaving the Philippines. Stay tuned to find out why, where I'm going, and what my plans are. Hey guys, I hope you're doing well out there. Mike here, Michael in the Philippines. So yeah, I'm leaving the Philippines. So if you don't know me, I'm an American. I'm an expat. I've been in the Philippines since April 1st, 2022, right after Hurricane Odette came here. I moved on April the 1st, and basically I have been here. It'll be 3 years, April the 1st this year, 2025. And so, in accordance with the Bureau of Immigration, I need to leave because when you come on a tourist visa, you can only stay and extend your visa for up to 3 years. And so that's why I'm leaving. I have to leave, basically. I mean, there's other options. You can get a special resident retiree visa. With that, it allows you to stay in the Philippines basically forever if you pay 20,000 US dollars to the Philippines. And when I came here, I was like, I don't think I would do that because that money can be used to travel abroad or go on vacation or whatever. And so, why would I just want to sit in a bank? So I decided to go with the 3 year option and leave the Philippines and then come back. So anyway, that's why I'm leaving. I'm not getting kicked out of the Philippines or anything like that. I'm not going back to America. But anyway, let me tell you, when you leave the Philippines, you do need to get an exit clearance. If you've been here for more than 1 year, I believe, 12 months, you need to get an exit clearance. And because I'm in Mactan, Newtown in Cebu province, I have to go to Gmo of Cebu, which is in near Cebu City. From here in Mactan to there, took a grab taxi. It takes about an hour to get there. First time it took me like 55 minutes, and then I think last time it took me about 45 minutes. But anyway, it's about an hour to get there. So you need to go to the Gmail of Cebu if you happen to be around Mactan, or even if not, you still have to go to Gmail of Cebu to get your exit clearance. Um, and they say to go at least 2 weeks ahead of time, 2 weeks before your flight. Yeah, let me talk about that a little bit, the exit clearance. Um, so when you go there, this I didn't know. I knew that you needed it. And when you go to the Bureau of Immigration, they can give you a paper that says, okay, this is where you have to do it at. So I knew that I needed to go there. Um, and I've never been there before. And so what they do is they have you fill out an application for this exit clearance first. And it's like 2 pages. It's kind of long. Um, but the point of the exit clearance basically is you show them all of your paperwork that you paid all your visas on time, and you're not blacklisted with the government. So you can leave. You're allowed to leave. But on the application, you fill out your information, basically your name, address in the Philippines. Like they asked me, why do you want to leave the Philippines? That was a question on the application. And I put because I have to, because you guys told me I have to. Uh, anyway, actually, why you want to leave the Philippines? They also ask you if you plan on returning, and I said yes. I put yes, or I'm planning on coming back to the Philippines. Um, and then I didn't know this, but you are supposed to bring a copy of your airplane ticket leaving. And so I didn't bring it with me because I didn't know you needed it. Luckily, there is JR Consulting Services right across from it. I think it is JRC or some immigration consulting service. And you go over there. What they did with me is I send an email of my itinerary. They printed it out, and then they gave it to me. I attached it to the application form. You go into the window. You have to go to the exit clearance window, and then you have to pay. It was 500 pesos, which is like maybe $7.50 nowadays. I think I checked the exchange rate; it was like 57 something. But I thought it was more than that. But that's all it was. It was like 500 pesos. Then you bring it back to them and you give it to them again. And then they tell you, oh, it takes 3 days to process. Now, because I have to leave before May, not May, but March 30th, because I arrived on April 1st. I booked a flight to leave on the 28th of March, Friday the 28th. And so I went to there on the 14th of March because they tell you you should go at least 2 weeks ahead of time. And yeah, so they told me, okay, that was Friday. So there's like, it'll be ready next Wednesday. Come back on next Wednesday to pick it up. Well, now that hour taxi ride cost about 500 pesos to go there and come back. So it cost, the application was only 500 pesos, but it cost me 500 to go there. It cost me 500 to come back once. So that's 500. That's 1,000. Then I had to go the next Wednesday. I actually ended up going on the 20th. On the it was I could have picked it up on Wednesday the 19th. They give you a paper, come back and pick it up, and you can show it to them. But I went back on Thursday the 20th and picked it up. So that's another 500 there, another 500 back. So, that's 1,000 from Mac to Newtown to there. It's 1,000, 2,000, 2,500 pesos. Plus, of course, you want to get something to eat or something for lunch. I did anyway. Melanie went with me. So, both of us, it wasn't really 500 pesos. It was more like 3,000 or something. But anyway, that was a process. So I did go back. I gave him the paper. It goes to clearance, I think is what it was. And I gave him the paper, and they look through their boxes of all the applications, and they give it back to me. Oh, by the way, they keep your passport when you do this exit clearance. They keep it, and they give it back to you when you go back to pick it up. And basically, this is it. So let me show you guys what this looks like. So if you can see, this is their receipt, right? And this is the actual air exit clearance. Um, eh, oh, by the way, you have to give them 2 photos, I believe, passport photos. And so I gave him that one. Um, and it just says that certifies my photograph and signature and thumbprints. Well, thumbprints, it says okay, it's not required for thumbprints. Um, it's waived per NWR, so that means national something. I don't know. Temporary permanent residence abroad issued this certificate in accordance with provisions of Section 22A of the Philippine Immigration Act, allowing his or her departure from the country on or before March the 30th. And so when you leave, you have to give them this. You have to give this. You have to give all this. These is just all the, these are all the visa extensions I did over the past 3 years. So you need to give this at immigration when you leave. Basically, it says you're a good guy, you're not in trouble, and you're allowed to leave. And then you can come back when they check. They'll be like, okay, he has no problem, so it should be okay. Um, so you have to do that when you leave. And so, yeah, that's why I'm leaving. I've been here for 3 years. Now, let's talk about next. Where am I going? Um, I could have went many places. I could have went back to the States, right? I could have went to Japan. I could have went to Vietnam. I decided to go to Thailand. And the reason I decided to go to Thailand is because I'm just going to be there for a short time. I'm planning on leaving on the 28th and then coming back on the 30th. And so it was the cheapest option basically to leave and come back. And I've actually brought up my itinerary. Let me show you this real quick. Okay, let me show you real quick. I'm going to take myself off camera. I've already pulled up the website and everything. I'm using Cebu Pacific, and basically, the reason why I'm using Cebu Pacific is because it goes to where I wanted to go in Bangkok. There's 2 airports. And I've been there before. I'm staying in a certain place, which I'll show you later. And this is the one that went there. But anyway, if you say Cebu Pacific, let me show you this. So if you're going to Bangkok, Thailand, right? Well, I'm actually going to Don Muang Airport, which is DMK, I believe. Yeah, this one, Don Muang. and leaving on the 28th, and I'm coming back on the 30th. So just like those dates. Somehow in Cebu Pacific it does this again. I don't know why, but then you have to search for flights. I don't know why it goes to another page to do that, but it does. But basically, these are the only times available. When you leave on the 28th, they only have one direct flight, and it's at 2:25 a.m. So it leaves at 2:25 a.m. It arrives at 5:35 a.m. And then coming back, you have these options. One that leaves at 6:35 a.m. and arrives back in Cebu at 11:40, or 9:15 p.m. and you have at 2:50 a.m. the next day. That one goes to Davao, and then you have to change in Davao and then come back to Cebu the next day. Or you can go to 11 p.m. and go to Manila the next day, and then leave at 5:50 in the morning in Manila. Um, so, I mean, I choose this first option, the 6:35 a.m. and come back at 11:40 a.m. On the 30th. And I'll show you my booking because I've already booked it. Let me show you real quick. Um, yeah, so here it is. You can see I leave on the 28th from Cebu. I go to DMK, which is Don Mon Airport in Bangkok. And on the 30th, I leave and come back to Cebu. And let me click on Manage, and I'll show you the itinerary real quick, how much it cost me to fly directly from Cebu to Daman, Bangkok. Uh, just let this load. It's going to take me a couple of seconds. Hurry up! By the way, okay, here we go. It's confirmed. And view itinerary. As you see, I booked this on September the 26th, 2024. So I made plans well in advance because I knew I had to leave. Um, and then I had to, I changed it on March the 18th. And I'll tell you about that also why. So anyway, here we go. Yeah. So Cebu, 225, arrive in Bangkok, Darmon, 5:35. And again, leave at 6:35 and arrive at 11:40 in Cebu, coming back. And this is the cost. So the total cost, the fares, taxes, and fees, total. I mean, the fare was 6,198. Right? That sounds cheap. Admin fee, 800 pesos. Tools charge, 1,066 pesos. Change fee. Now, this cost me 4,600 pesos. And the reason why is because I had to make a change to the date. I originally booked this because I thought I had until May the 1st because they give you 30 days. And so I booked it well in advance. And then I realized, then I asked them at immigration, it's like, oh no, it's based on your arrival after 30 days free. So you have to leave before April 1st. So I had to change the date. And that's why that cost me 4,600 extra pesos. Then you have the Cebu International Passenger Service, 870 pesos, all these fees. I'm now the flight it doesn't include your seats. The one that I chose, so I chose to get the seat because I want to choose the seat I'm going to sit in going, and that was an additional 1,800 pesos for the seat, both ways. So anyway, the total for this flight round trip was $21,403.83. If you do that in USD, it's 57.31 apparently right now. So 21,000, what was it? 403.83. 403.83. So basically, a round trip ticket from Cebu to Daman, Bangkok is $373.48. Is what I spent on the airplane with the seats, and I got like I won like one. I mean, I can show you, I guess. If I scroll down here, it is say details, and anyway, you can see I have selected seat 1F and seat 1A. So here we go. I'm still at the Mari Dalmon Airport, Bangkok, from the 28th to the 30th. Check out. Let's view it. it. So I'm staying in a junior suite. Um, and that was so this is in baht now because Thailand, Thai baht, right? So it's 5,984 baht, and then with taxes for 2 nights, taxes 1,059 baht. It's 7,043.16 baht total. Now, if you look into baht, Thai baht, let's see what that is. So 7,043.16. It's about $207.85. So, 370, 207. We're talking 500, about $600 for the airplane and the hotel. Um, and it's a nice hotel. It's a junior suite. I think it's, well, we can look at the rooms. Uh, yeah, here it is. I'll show it to you. Virtual tour. Let's see the virtual tour. So basically, it has a living room with television. Um, has a work area because I will be working trainings Friday night when I arrive. Has a table that you can eat at, and it has a microwave. Um, so that's the living room. This is the bedroom. It's a king size bed, uh, chair that you can sit down if you want to, and also has a TV on the wall, which is pretty cool. And then this is the bathroom. That's the sink, um, shower. Obviously, it's hot and cold shower. And so, yeah, that's basically it. But here's the thing: I arrive at 5:30 a.m. Check-in time at the MRA is 3 p.m. and that price also, if I go to it, it includes breakfast for 2 nights. Um, yeah, it's the room and breakfast for 2 nights. It includes breakfast also. And now, so I arrive at 5:30, and it's not the check-in is not until 3 p.m. And yeah, so I said, "Is it possible to check in early?" And I emailed them about this. Check-ins after 3, it says. So I'm going to sit at the airport from 5:30 till 3 p.m. And they said, yeah, it's possible if you pay extra. And so you can check in at 8 a.m. and there's an additional fee. I think it's like 800 baht or something, which would be uh, about 25 extra dollars. You can check in early, which is what I'm doing. That allows me to check in at 8 a.m. instead of 3 p.m. And then I should have said, oh, okay, my flight is back at 6:30 in the morning, as you guys saw before on my flight. Here, I think it's 6:30, 6:35 a.m. I said, breakfast, what time does breakfast start? Does it start at like 4? Because I paid for 2 nights, right? Including breakfast, and I want to eat it. Um, so yeah, my flight back is 6:35 in the morning. And so they told me, oh, you can do it when you arrive. They can change the date. So I will have breakfast Friday when I arrive, since I arrive at 5:30. I think their breakfast starts at 6. And it's in this Zeppelin restaurant. It's a buffet breakfast. I've had it before. And anyway, it's a nice restaurant. You can see pictures, I guess, of it. Yeah, it's pretty big. Um, and it's a buffet. It has all kinds of all kinds of food, as you can see here. That's not breakfast, but that's where breakfast is held. So basically, I arrive at 5:30. I have breakfast at 6. My room would be ready at 8. I'll check in and go to my room, and I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I know Friday night I have trading, so I'll still be trading from Bangkok. They have Wi-Fi, obviously. Um, and this is connected like right next. This connected right with the airport. You just walk through the airport and you're in the hotel basically. Um, and then Saturday, I don't know what I'm doing. I have a pretty good idea. I want to get a massage. I have breakfast because I paid for breakfast Saturday morning. I want to get a massage. Might do some shopping or something. Get some gifts. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Have dinner. And then Sunday I gotta leave at 6:35 a.m. to come back to Cebu. And basically that's it. Um, so that is pretty much it. Let me put myself back on screen. Um, anyway, I'll be leaving on the 28th. I'll be coming back on the 30th. That's what I'm doing. Going to Bangkok. And then, yeah, my plan when I'm there, like I said, I don't really have a big plans. I'll probably make videos when I'm there in Thailand and show you guys my room and probably around Thailand if I go somewhere out to eat or whatever. Make videos while I'm there. And yeah, so anyway, short trip. Should be fun though. Nice to get away sometimes. Anyway, if you guys got any questions or comments, leave them down below. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. And yeah, if I don't make another video before I leave, I'll see you when I get back, or I'll see you when I make a video in Thailand.